Welcome to Remelations. We're your hosts. I'm Mindy.
And I'm Brooke.
Remelations is a dream interpretation podcast where we read listeners' dreams. From nightmares to the just plain bizarre, join us as we give our comedic interpretation of your fucked up REM cycle.
Today we're reading dreams about ex-husbands, live sex shows,
woo,
and voyeurism.
We also have a dream about tractors, daycares, and Skid Row, all in the same dream.
That's a dream, if I ever heard one.
We're also talking about a recent GQ article about Brad Pitt and what he dreams.
Ooh la la.
I know you want to stay tuned for that, bestie. So let's get started.
Woo!
I've missed you this week because we recorded early. It seems like it's been a while.
It feels like it's been a couple weeks because we recorded early and then we're recording late.
Yes.
I missed you too.
Oh, I'm so excited. I am like so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am for today's episode because I just feel like I just have a feeling this is going to be an incredible episode.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear
for so many reasons.
My dream's really good today too. I feel
good. We have good dreams. I've got a good topic to talk about later, as well as just chit chat that happened this week. That's always fun.
Oh my God. I love pod news.
Oh, we got some fun coming there. All right. Let's get started. I heard you have a good dream, so would you like to start?
I would love to start, and I do
Please.
have a good dream. And I want to thank Faith from Las Vegas for submitting this dream. It's a good one.
Yay for Vegas. Let's go.
I love Vegas story. Hey, that's where I had my tooth dream.
That's true. It was based in Vegas.
The one we have on Sleepover Squad.
Yep. If you want to hear that one, Brooke's first ever dream shared on the podcast. Yeah, join our Sleepover Squad.
Here is another Vegas dream, and it's from Faith. You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Last night, I had a dream about my ex-husband.
Ugh.
That wasn't the only ex part of it, if you get my drift. Kinky stuff.
Oh, my.
Ooh, stuff we never did in real life.
Oh.
I'm currently happily remarried,
Okay.
and I was married to my current husband in this dream as well.
Okay.
I couldn't believe that I was doing this stuff with my ex, who I hate, all in front of my current husband, who I love. I'm like,
no. This stresses me out. This dream stresses me out already. I'm sorry.
It's good and stressful at the same time.
Ugh.
Okay. We gathered more and more of an audience.
Oh.
I know. But my husband still didn't seem to mind. This was starting to bother me, even though I was the one putting on the live sex show.
It's a live sex show. OnlyFans.
Yep. OnlyFans. There you go. You can make some good money.
So I've heard.
So she's upset at her husband for not really caring. But then he stood up, walked over to me, led me to the dance floor where we danced all night. However, there were still people watching us the whole time, including my ex-husband.
Okay.
At the end of the night, both my husband and ex walked me to the car. But as my husband and I were shutting the door, my ex got in. The door shut, and that's when I woke up.
Whoa.
Wah, wah, wee, wah.
What? Oh, I don't like the mixing of the new and the old. That just causes me so much stress and anxiety in this dream.
I would imagine you'd have some kind of stress in this scenario.
Unless you had some sort of amicable divorce where, they're friends and it's still like some ties there. But
unfortunately, we don't have enough information on the background.
Faith, come on.
But I was thinking kind of the same thing, kind of like, is this a past unresolved issue? You always still have some kind of relationship, good or bad, some kind of connection with your ex.
Mm-hmm. Or children.
Divorce usually means
just children.
Just children. But divorce usually is associated with some anger. There's usually some anger involved. But she really seemed to be enjoying his company in this dream. Pardon my French, pardonnez-moi, but it's almost like hate fucking.
Hate fucking.
Hate fucking. You know, like
I thought you were going to say a menage a trois. You said hate. I was like, that is French.
Well, we don't know what happened after he got in the car.
French both ways. Hate fucking or menage a trois.
Hate fucking. You know, that's a common French term. You know, sometimes you just need to get rid of that tension, you know, metaphorically, of course.
Sure.
Of course.
Yes.
But the kinky stuff, and I love how she called it kinky because it is kind of kinky. Mm-hmm. I think it's the first thing that's most interesting to me is that she dreamt about these things that she never actually did with her ex.
She didn't go into a lot of detail, which I can understand, but she knew it was
fill in the blanks.
She knew it was dirty.
She knew it was dirty. But honestly, I'm a little torn on this one. I don't know if it's necessarily about sex. Mm-hmm. It's probably more about, like we said, the unresolved issues with the ex. Mm-hmm. But kinky stuff, at least to me, could also mean like kind of taking control. Depends on like which side you're on the kinky stuff. You could be having stuff done to you, or you could be doing stuff to someone else. And maybe Faith is just lacking a little bit of, you know,
hot sauce
in her current, hot sauce in her current situation. And maybe for her, it's just easier to like explore these feelings in a dream.
Especially something that's so taboo, right?
Right.
Like sex with an ex would be like very taboo. So it's like, is that what it is kind
of the appeal?
Reaching to that taboo side.
Yeah. And also it's like she said, who I hate. So it's not like she has, you know, like real fun, happy memories, but it doesn't matter. Like there could still be some kind of unresolved issue there.
Or I wonder, is it that there was a trait in her ex that she doesn't have with her current spouse, that maybe there's something that she found attractive, not necessarily that she finds her ex attractive, more so that there was a trait about him that is lacking in some sort of sense in this new relationship. I don't know.
And I mean, she does seem very happy with her new husband, but still there's always stuff that's lacking or you can work on. But I wonder, because both men are featured prominently in the dream, I wonder if there is maybe her ex has an issue with her current husband, or her current husband has an issue with the ex, but obviously she's having sex with one, dancing with the other. Both are watching the whole time. There's obviously some kind of entanglement in real life. Not necessarily sexual, but there's obviously a
relationship dynamic.
Yes. We're not talking about like a throuple here or anything, but there's definitely some kind of issue. The three of them.
She needs to work through. Yeah.
The live sex show. A lot of
girls. I just see like this, like
girls,
like the ladies that XXX. girls.
Neon lights.
Of course, if it's Vegas, there's a lot of neon lights there.
Right? How did you differentiate between everything? But I guess I don't know if this took place in Vegas. It may have.
Oh, she's from Vegas. That's right.
I mean, there is a lot of exhibitionism in this dream, like fully exposed, but she doesn't seem uncomfortable. Even in front of a group of people.
Which is funny because in most dreams where a lot of dreams that are those common dreams where you're naked in public, you're embarrassed and you're like,
it's such a stress dream. It's such
but it doesn't seem so in this sense.
That's why this one's interesting to me, because I'm like, it kind of goes against the grain, and that's what I liked about it. But
it does.
Like even in front of a group of people and in front of her current husband, she still didn't really seem embarrassed or shy.
Good for you, girl.
I love it, Faith. Go. There's definitely a sense of vulnerability whenever there's nudity involved, I think, like you were saying. But
sure,
maybe her opening up, that sounds terrible, is ready to address, let's say, some lingering issues with her ex. I mean, she's revealing herself. She's opening up.
And maybe part of that is just like, I've moved on. Here I am. I'm completely vulnerable. Like, I am over you. I hate you. And I'm just... Here I am. I don't care what you think of me type.
No, I'm going to do this.
Right?
I'm going to do this. And you can take
that's
it or
the
leave
past,
it.
And this is my future.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, I don't care what anyone says when they're looking at me.
I like that attitude, Kate Scott. I like it.
spunky.
The dancing all night part, I love this part though, because it's such a departure from the rest of the dream. Like her poor fucking husband having to watch his wife partake in a live sex show with her ex of all people. And then the dancing just seems so happy and romantic. Like, even though he just saw all this horrible stuff, he's sticking by her. But the dancing shows love and support. That's how I saw it in my head. Like a nice, I
agree.
Cuddling dancing. It
doesn't matter. I don't care what your past is type thing. Like, I don't care what, because it really is the second part of the dream. Like, I don't care what happened the first part of the dream. I know that you came into this relationship with this baggage, so to say, this like past relationship. But you know what? I love you anyways, and I'm here for you here on out the rest of the night. So
I think she clearly has a lot of love for her current husband. It's coming through in this dream. The dancing too almost seemed like it would have been like the same on their wedding day, you know, because they're dancing and everyone's like around watching. So for me, it felt like, at least to me, it's like he's showing his commitment to her no matter what. He just saw her in a live sex show, but he still takes her hand out to the dance floor. Right. It's like she knows he loves her too. That's very evident, but
because it's not sexual at that point. It's just romantic. That part's not sexual.
It's just sweet.
You know
it's
what I mean?
Support. It's love. But the ex getting into the car at the end, is this just like more?
I forgot about that part. No, why? But maybe it's like no matter what she does in her future, like he's still there.
Yeah, he's always gonna
especially if they had children.
Yeah, I was going to say if there's children, they're always going to be in each other's lives, no matter what. But I don't know. This one, I keep going back and forth on this one. Like, is it symbolism or is it just like more fun to think about the kinky stuff? Like,
true,
I don't know.
Right. You can take it either way.
The main thing I took from this dream, though, is like the voyeuristic aspect. There's always people watching. He's watching, the ex-husband's watching, the people are watching, and everyone is watching the sex and the dancing. And it's like, again, is this just another sexy, kinky thing? I don't know. But I think Faith just might be a freak in the sheets, and now she needs a little bit more of that in her waking life.
Perhaps,
that's my
unprofessional
unprofessional opinion. Faith. Get some of that dream sex into your real life sex. But that's it.
I don't think there's a better way to end it than what you just said. So I have nothing to add to that. Well said, Brooke.
Thank you, Faith, and thank you, Mindy. It was a good one.
That was a great one. If you have a dream to share with our show, that's how we produce these episodes each and every week. Submit your dreams. And you can do that by emailing us at remelations@gmail.com. Send your dreams, send your dream snippets, send your dream stories, send anything you want.
Please.
We'll take it. We want to read your stories, and we appreciate each and every one of you who have submitted so far, and we can't wait to hear even more dreams from all of you besties out there.
Speaking of which, Mindy, I know how you love it when I say that. Like
you make me jump every time.
I heard you have a fantastic dream to share today.
Speaking of great dreams, this dream comes from Tiffany from Iowa. It's one of our hometown besties.
Yay!
And so I'm going to read this dream. It's titled, I'm Late.
Oh, that could mean a lot of things.
It can mean a lot of things. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
It's a long one, so buckle up.
Ooh, I'm buckled.
In my dream, I was driving, and I was late for something.
Okay.
I was in a big city like Chicago, but it wasn't Chicago or even New York or LA. I was in a rush to get wherever I was going because I was already late. So I was going to take a shortcut across the railroad tracks.
Oh, no. That's never a good idea.
As I was crossing, in my John Deere tractor, I got stuck on the tracks. So I left it there because I was late.
Oh, not a good move, Tiffany.
Not a good idea, Tiffany. As I was walking away, the Dubuque train hit the tractor.
Oh, no.
The conductor was pissed. I was just leaving it there.
Rightfully so,
right?
I must say. You shouldn't leave anything
push
on
it.
the train tracks, let alone something.
Just push the tractor. Just
push it. It's not a semi.
get some friends. Pop it in neutral.
Push that tractor.
Pop it and just push it. All I could think was, I've got somewhere to be, and I would have to reimburse my company because the tractor was company property.
Well, maybe she should have left it on the tracks then.
In my head, the tally was about $55,000 or $60,000. So I fled.
Oh boy, this is
bye.
More bad decisions. Yeah, bye.
That's a bad decision. First of all, don't drive your tractor in a major city. That seems
to work.
Unless you're a farmer, then completely acceptable. If you live in a big city, I mean, you know how they have those like little orange triangles on the back?
Yeah.
Just slow moving vehicle. That one's always on the driving test, by the way.
Oh,
what does this symbol mean?
Slow.
It's a tractor.
It's a tractor.
Slow down. We're in the Midwest. Like, we're used to this. But people in Chicago or whatever big city aren't.
Probably not used to seeing a tractor just driving down the road, and you just know to either go around it or you have to wait.
But don't stop on a railroad track. Don't.
I feel like I shouldn't have to say it, but I said it.
So she left it there. Train smashed in. She's got now to reimburse
Now she
her
has
company.
fled.
She has fled. Still on my route to wherever I was going to, I decided to cut through a building. I entered the building, and the doors locked behind me.
Oh, no.
A gentleman asked which kids I was picking up. Turns out I was inside a daycare building.
Well, I'm glad it was safe enough for her to get in.
Right.
But not out.
No, I guess not. You can come into the building, but you can never leave.
Can't leave.
The guy told me that they only allow people into the building who are picking up kids. I explained I didn't have any young kids, that I wasn't there to pick up anyone, but he was sticking to the rules.
This is alarming.
Finally, I convinced him that I didn't know it was a daycare, and I was just walking through the building as a shortcut to get where I needed to be because I was late.
She's late, but Tiffany, I don't think you should be taking any more shortcuts. They're not working out for you.
Just wait. It gets better.
Oh, no.
He said, "It's fine, but you can only let me out through one particular exit."
Okay. This seems unsafe for many reasons.
We get to the area where I can see the exit door. There was a small flight of stairs, 3 steps to the door.
Okay.
An old woman in a wheelchair was in the way of the stairs. When the guy explained my need to exit, she said, "Here, let me get out of your way." But when she went to move, she wheeled in the wrong direction and fell backwards down the stairs, wheelchair and all, cracking her head open on the floor.
Oh my God. Wait, she went down the 3 stairs?
So the woman in the wheelchair was in the way, so she went to move and then just fell backwards down 3 stairs and cracked her head.
Oh, dear. Is she okay? Or it's not good?
Well,
okay.
Tiffany says, "I apologized."
I'm so sorry.
Well, at least she's got manners.
Right? I'm so sorry you have a concussion or could possibly die.
I apologized, saying if I hadn't been trying to get to the place I was going or chosen this building to cut through, all of this wouldn't have happened.
She's late.
I apologized again, stating I wish I could stay and help, but I have to go.
I'm good. Took me a second. I thought that one was coming out.
You should just not drink during the stream because it's going
I thought that one
even
was
better.
Coming out of my nose for sure.
So she has to go. After I'm out of the daycare building, I decided it's best to stay outside.
Thank you.
As to navigate where I'm going. I agree, Tiffany. That's probably the best idea.
But she doesn't know where she's going.
No. So I decided to go behind the buildings.
Oh,
the fastest route.
Oh, jeez.
Only to be walking very briskly past a shipping container that I could hear music coming out of.
Oh, okay. So is it just a shipping container or are we near some waterway?
Well, it was then I realized I was in kind of a skid row sorts of the part of city I was in.
Mm-hmm.
The music was being played by a homeless man living in the shipping container.
Oh, well, you know what? There are worse things to live in if you're homeless. I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but at least it's enclosed, weather safe,
Agreed.
but still awkward situation to walk in on.
As I am nearly through this skid row, I am approached by 3 crackhead women who are looking for drugs, money, etc. Basically, anything they could take from me.
Okay, well, this is not safe anymore.
Bad decisions all around.
Every decision is not the best, just saying.
I had nothing to offer, so I ran from them and gave them the slip by hiding.
I gave them the slip?
By hiding in an unoccupied cardboard box.
Wow.
Like a shanty. And I like this part. In Scooby-Doo style antics, they went right past where I was hiding, not even noticing me. So I made it out of Skid Row.
Nice. I'm glad she made it out okay. But something tells me there's more to come.
As I stepped out of Skid Row, it was the feeling you get while watching The Wizard of Oz, with Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and the Tin Man and the Lion making it out of the Wicked Forest and seeing the Emerald City for the first time.
Lovely.
I knew I was just steps from where I was supposed to be, and that's when I woke up.
Oh my God! That was a good one.
That's long, Tiffany.
That's a good one.
That's an intense dream.
It's
There's a lot of scene changes.
So much passion to getting to where she doesn't even know where she's going.
Right.
But she's trying her damnedest to get there. She just doesn't know where it is. She's taking shortcuts. She's taking tractors. She's going down Skid Row, but I hope
she's running late.
I hope she found where
her Emerald City.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So the overall theme of this obviously is a stress dream, just running late in general, taking wrong turns, trying to get somewhere, and every decision you make is wrong.
Right.
When you're running late and you're having that stress dream, it can often be like, you're suffering from the weight of expectations people have on you. Like you can't live up to what people expect of you.
Right.
And you're like always one step behind. Like you can never catch up, no matter how hard you're trying. Like you're trying to get there in time, but you just can't, no matter what option you're trying.
She seems like a really good employee, though, because she is trying. She is trying to get there. I feel like it's work related because she had the tractor. Like she's trying to get to somewhere work related. God damn.
I know. I don't know if I've ever liked a job that much to try that hard.
Not to try that hard to have a run-in with a train and crackheads. No job's worth that, I don't think.
I will say the hardest job I ever had was running my own business because, there's like, you've never worked a day in your life when you do what you love. And that's such bullshit because you work actually harder. And you work every fucking day of your whole life.
24/7.
Because you're the only one who determines if you get a paycheck.
Right.
And so it is not easy.
It's not. And also there's lots of crackheads in your line of work.
Yeah. So many crackheads getting married.
No, it's just a thing nowadays. They're just all getting married.
I'm going to go to Skid Row and photograph a wedding.
You could do that. You might not get paid.
Beautiful. I would make it the most beautifulest wedding you've ever seen.
The most beautiful shipping container wedding you've ever seen.
There has been lots of unique venues, but I have never shot a shipping container wedding.
I think this is on your bucket list.
No, thank you. Going back to Tiffany's dream, she mentions it's a big city. She didn't know what city it was, but big cities, being that she's from a small town in Iowa, I see it as being like a big challenge, whatever it is. Like there's something, a big issue or a big challenge in her life. But then we get to the tractor.
Oh my God, we're only to the tractor. This dream has so many things.
So many. I really see it as 3 parts of the dream. First, the tractor part. So, right? So that's the first location. The tractor is stalled on the train tracks. And it felt like that she had to make a decision quickly. Do I leave it here? Do I try to restart it? But she's like, fuck it, I'm gone.
She just fled.
Just fled. And the conductor was pissed that he ran his train into her tractor. Okay, that's part 1. Then we get to part 2, which is the daycare. And even though she's like, I don't have any small children, I mean, I see a daycare facility as being like caring for someone or something, right. Especially because there was a woman who was disabled in a wheelchair or an elderly person who was in a wheelchair needing to care for something, right?
And they did seem to want to follow the rules.
They did there, yes.
But my only concern is how she got in the first place.
You could open the door, but you can't get out, which was
and with children involved, it doesn't seem that...
It should be the opposite.
Yeah, it should be like, let's stop at the door, see who you are, and then let you in.
Right, complete opposite. She mentions the number 3, that there was 3 stairs that this woman in the wheelchair fell down.
Yeah.
Going to my numbers, of course.
I want to hear it.
3 is interesting. It's actually the most common number in dreams I've heard. So it can be taken a couple ways. It can mean like a third wheel, right? Like you're like an extra part, or like a competition piece. Like, is there like she's feeling competition in her work life, maybe? Because this dream is about work, so she's feeling some competition at work. But have you ever heard the thing like, good luck comes in 3s or bad luck comes in 3s?
Oh, yeah. It's like deaths, too. Like celebrity death. Yes. They always say come in 3s. Exactly.
And I feel that in my own life. Like, it seems like everything comes in 3s. So the dream had 3 locations. She mentioned 3 steps, which I think is interesting. Mm-hmm. The question is it good luck or bad luck she's hitting on right now?
That is a good question. I don't know. I would say it's not great. I mean, her tractor's getting hit by a train. She kind of makes an old lady fall down the stairs.
Not good.
And then she's like almost assaulted by crackheads. I wouldn't count that as good luck.
No, I think it's 3 things of bad luck.
Right.
But usually after you have those 3 things of good luck or bad luck, your luck will change. So maybe she went through 3 things in her life that now it's going to start looking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then we get to the Skid Row, and she hears this music playing, which normally music can be kind of like if you think of movies, it adds to the scene, right?
Oh,
so it's either ominous or it can be like uplifting. So like what sense I think this music was playing.
But it drew her in. Like, she did not walk away from it. She kind of wanted to see what it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So she kind of, I think, got a false sense of security walking through the Skid Row area.
I bet it was a jaunty little tune, and she just was like, I got to see where this is coming from. Like, I know I'm late, but I got to hear this jaunty tune.
And then you get to like the Skid Row part, which is like, it's just people trying to like take stuff from you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What in your personal life are people trying to draw from you that maybe you don't need to give away?
Yeah, maybe it's kind of like an emotional vampire. Maybe she's being drained by someone or someone's, and it's just taking a toll on her.
Overall, I think here's what I came out. I sat on this one for like a whole day today because I was like, what's the overall thing? Because there's so much going into this.
There's a lot.
Here's what I think. Okay. Scene 1, tractor, is her work life. How she's feeling at work.
And Midwest roots, I think.
Right. Scene 2, daycare, family. I see that as her family life.
Yep.
Scene 3, Skid Row. I see that as her personal life.
Ooh, these are deep, Mindy. These are deep.
I thought about this this one stuck with me all day.
I love this, though. I am like totally into what you're saying right now. Wow.
3 scenes, 3 parts of her life. She's got her work life, her family life, and her personal well-being. What's causing her to rush through each of these things? Or as she's trying to get to her goal, it's like she's passing through these things, having like a little bit of trouble.
But she gets out of each situation. So it's confusing because she's kind of putting herself into these situations. But she's also walking away from them okay.
But she's almost rushing it a little bit,
right? She's totally rushing.
Because if she hadn't like left the tractor there,
she would have spent the time there.
She would have been fine.
And she would have never walked through the building or Skid Row.
If she had not rushed through the building, the lady wouldn't have cracked her head. If she had not rushed through the personal part of her life, no one would try to assault her and get her personal items. So I'm just thinking, like, maybe Tiffany needs to take a step back and just slow things down a little bit.
Yeah.
Work on that balance between work, personal, and family.
Yeah, that's the toughest balance to find, though. It's easy.
Always.
It's easier said than done.
Because as soon as you start running towards one of them, like I've got a lot of things at work,
Right.
like it feels like something else slips away, right?
Right. It feels like you're not spending enough time with your kids then, or something.
Or
You're
yourself.
Or yourself. Yeah. You're always feeling a little behind. And I think that was a big aspect of this dream. Like she just couldn't catch up. She was still late. She was still always late no matter what.
You can't do all of it all the time. I think that's really the lesson in this dream is you can't run full force at every aspect of your life, work, personal, and family.
Yeah.
You can't run 1,000 miles an hour each of them. So you need to kind of pull it back.
You can't please all the people all the time.
You can't.
No.
But overall, I think at the end of the dream where she kind of has that idea that she walked out into the land of Oz where she sees the unrolled city and it's like this kind of moment, I just feel like that's a great ending to a dream. And I think overall she's going to find that balance between those three things in her life.
And she's very descriptive. Like I even hear the music, like, I don't even know how the song goes. They're like, we're out of the woods, or whatever from like Wizard of Oz. And it's like,
yes,
you feel that because it's like, oh, like that feeling when she's coming out and they're like, okay, we're on the other side. We kind of made it.
Made it past this busy part of your life, and someday you'll be able to retire and enjoy it.
Yeah, when is someday? Because I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm not there. Not there yet. But thank you, Tiffany, for sending that in. I love a good scene change dream, and that was perfection.
That was like a perfect example. I mean, your dreams, Mindy, of course, are the perfect example of scene changes, but this was a really good one, and you really pinpointed. I'm like kind of blown away about the three aspects. Like I never saw it that way. Like, and I think it's really brilliant you came up with that. And it makes a lot of sense.
It stuck with me all day. And I think that's just how my brain worked it out.
It's good though. I think it's very astute.
Thank you. Well, Tiffany, let us know if you think that is
astute.
Correct one way or another. Astute. How do you spell that?
Ooh, don't ask me to spell things.
I can't spell anything. I'm the worstest speller in the whole world.
Remember, I gave you, as a birthday gift one year, a box of Toastums. I think it was Toastums because he didn't even have Pop-Tarts. It was like Toastums.
It's like the Aldi brand of
and then
Pop-Tarts?
Inside the box, I put like a #1 spelling champ like ribbon or something because even back then,
I was the worst speller.
This has been a joke for a long time. We're not making fun of you. This has just been
I know. But it has to do with my dyslexia, so I cannot spell because I'm dyslexic.
Because of your dyslexia. We didn't know then. We didn't know.
No, I had no, and I've never been officially diagnosed, but I don't know whatever test is out there, but I know what it is. Yeah. I can't get things and numbers right, and especially spelling was always hard for me.
Yeah.
But yes, I do. I think I still have that ribbon. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm
sure
glad
somewhere.
you say thank you because it's kind of a shitty thing, but you know, it was all in good fun.
Of course, of course.
And you got some Toastums.
I openly admit
you got some Toastums.
Who doesn't love Toastums?
Win-win. Thank you so much, Tiffany and Faith. You know, submitting dreams is a major, major way to support the show. We can't thank you enough, but you can also do a little bit more. If you want to go to remelations.com/support, you can check out our sleepover squad. It's amazing.
Hello. Hey, you know what? We're doing a little bit of a giveaway.
We are. Do you want to tell everyone about it? It's so exciting.
I would love to. In celebration of our upcoming birthdays this month. Well, next month.
August,
in the month of August.
August and September.
Yes. We were born only,
a week?
Wait, how many days apart are we?
Like a week.
A week apart?
Mm-hmm. More.
Okay.
No.
The 24th.
6,
5th, 26th,
7, 8,
27th, 28th, 29th.
Like a week and a half.
1, 2, 3, 3. Wait, no.
To the third. Too many. You're going to
10 days.
You're going to
10
your
days.
sister's. You're going to your sister's birthday. 10 days, a week and a half.
Being that Brooke and I our birthdays are only a week and a half apart, we are planning a very special birthday episode.
Ooh.
First of all, you can ask us anything. So we want you to email us at remelations@gmail.com. Ask us anything. Or join our Facebook group, which is If you look for Revelations Besties or follow the link in the show notes, you can join our Facebook group and ask us a question, and we'll answer.
Honestly.
We'll answer anything. Please, if you have any questions about us, our friendship, who we are, anything about our lives.
We're open
ask.
books. We've got nothing to hide. We're both sharers.
We're sharers. So other than asking us a question, you can submit a dream. And every dream you submit between now and our birthday week, which is the last week of
August,
first week of August, we'll figure out the end date. You're going to get an entry to win a free Sleepover Squad subscription.
Woo!
So, which means you get extra dreams, extra behind the scenes. You can get the access for free if you win.
Free.
All you have to do is enter a dream. If you send us a dream, every dream gets an entry.
Come on, people. Come on. You can do it. You can also get entries for a free Sleepover Squad subscription if you share us on any kind of social media, Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter, all the socials. Every time you share, you get an entry for a free subscription to our Sleepover Squad.
All you have to do is tag at Revelations and you'll be entered.
Nice. This is a good prize. Oh, we forgot to say there'll be one for each of us. Since we both have a birthday coming up, we're each going to draw a winner. So there'll be two.
2 winners. And if you are one of our Sleepover Squad winners, you get a free t-shirt. So kind of makes it awesome. So enter your dreams, tag us on social, and you might win a free membership to our Sleepover Squad.
You'll have to tune in to see if you win. That rhymed.
I'm so happy you were so excited for yourself.
I was so excited for myself.
You were more excited for yourself than I was excited for you, but it's so cute. I love you.
I got excited. Sorry.
I love it. I love it. I love you.
I love you too.
Thanks. Wow. Okay. Well, so we've got so much going on with the podcast. We've been growing. You know what? You know why we're pushing this is because we're almost at 5,000 downloads.
What?
We're only just 70 away from it. So, we want to hit that 5,000 mark. I think that's a huge
it is
accomplishment for us. 5,000. That's crazy.
And for you, bestie, because you put us here. You made this show what it is.
Keep sharing because we're almost there. We're almost there. We're going to do a big party or something. We're going to do something fun.
Maybe another live show.
Ooh. We'll have to
figure out the tech.
Maybe come over and sleep over again, Brooke, or I can come over to your house and sleep over. Yes. Either way, it's going to be fabulous.
Oh my God. Either way, we're going to have a great time.
Okay. Speaking of Revelations news.
Oh.
So remember a few weeks ago.
Sorry, I got to get it out before we talk about it.
She's dancing, by the way. She's dancing in the video. We tagged Jeff Goldblum in one of our celebrity hashtags. So we did hashtag what is Jeff Goldblum dream, of course, right? In my favorite Space Connection episode. So when I posted it on Instagram, I, of course, tagged Jeff Goldblum, but I also tagged a bunch of other people that he follows or he tags in photos, and which one was Emily Goldblum. Brooke, who's Emily Goldblum?
She is Mr. Jeff Goldblum's lovely wife. For real. His wife. Do you guys... We're so close.
She liked our Instagram
She
post.
liked it.
So which means she saw it. She could have been sitting next to him in bed and be like, look, that's Jeff, babe, Jeff, look.
Hey, babe.
Babe, these lovely women are talking about you. Look. I'm going to like it. Look, here's your picture. And they're asking what the hell you dream.
This is how I see how it actually unfolded.
Please,
exactly what you just said.
Oh, that's exactly okay.
Exactly. Maybe not.
They're laying in bed.
They're laying in bed
Sunday morning.
or talking, whatever. But yeah, she's like, hey, babe, look at these. Like you said, lovely women. And they are amazing and funny. And maybe you should go on their show. So that's how I hear it in my head.
Yeah, I totally think that. So, bestie. We're one step closer. So don't forget to share that celebrity hashtag every month because
we are so close.
It's working.
It's working. We're so close. We
We're
got
gonna
a
get there.
wife. We got a wife
of a celeb.
We got a
But
wife.
she's, in her own sense, is pretty incredible.
Yes. It
Fashion
really
model,
is.
gorgeous, amazing.
She's an Olympic athlete.
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
Wow. She is something else. The two of them together is really something special.
Power couple.
Yeah, they are.
Amazing. So
Very
don't
exciting.
forget to share that hashtag because you know what? I think I see us a year from now. I'm going to project this out into the
I want to hear
universe. A year from now, celebrities are going to be like, damn, I hope they say my hashtag next.
You get to be tuning in each week, being like, oh my God.
Oh, please. Not this week. Okay, maybe next week.
Maybe next week. We'll tune in next week and find out. Oh, I love that positivity, Mindy. Love it.
Thank you.
And thank you, Emily Goldblum.
Please, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have something fun to talk about because this is strange. So it kind of starts.
I do love it then already.
It starts as a personal story but gets into dreams. So
Okay.
let me start with this.
Let's get to it.
A few months ago, we received a GQ magazine in the mail.
Okay.
I've
subscribed?
never
Okay.
not subscribed. I've never subscribed to GQ.
Not your
That's a great magazine.
Not your cup of tea.
I enjoy it. I mean, I do like the photography. I think it's an interesting magazine.
You could look at
right?
it for that way, but it's more of a dude magazine.
Yeah.
Really.
Cool dude magazine.
Cool dude magazine.
So all of a sudden, I open my mailbox and there is a magazine to GQ. I was like, that's interesting because I didn't sign up for this subscription. And so it's addressed to someone at our address, but the name was Bella Bad Dick.
Wait. Bella Bad Dick?
Bad Dick.
You can't make up that name, Mindy.
It is
Bella
not
Bad
made up.
Dick.
And I'm like, I don't know who Ms. Bad Dick is
That's
or
an
how I got her
unfortunate name.
subscription. Don't know.
Was there a bad dick in your house before you?
Nope,
But
because
you've
this
been there for years
No.
and years.
my husband when he built this house, I mean, before we knew each other, he built this house. So this address did not exist before we lived here. Like he's
Right.
lived here since the house
There's
has been
no
built.
bad dick. There's no bad
No
dick.
bad dick has ever lived here. So of course I'm like, what is this? Is this some sort of punk? Like, did someone
Right. Especially with a name like that.
Right.
Right. It's not like just Joe Schmo. It's like
It's Bella Bad Dick.
Bella Bad Dick. I want a t-shirt that just says that. No explanation. Just
So
Bella
I'm like,
Bad
I'm
Dick.
looking at it like, is it like backwards for something? Is it like, is
Oh,
someone
right.
trying to send me like a message that, because I'm like a conspiracy. I'm like, what,
Are
how is
they
this
asking
happening?
for help? Are they in an underground bunker? And like, we can only reach Mindy with the code Bella Bad Dick, and she'll know what it means. And
I
she'll
don't.
save us.
I don't.
I don't either, but I hope they make it out safely wherever they are.
Right. So a few months pass. I'm getting a subscription every month now. Every month I get GQ magazine in my mailbox. Strange.
Oh, well, I was just going to say that happened to me with Vogue magazine. Same thing. Like, you don't really read it, but I love looking at it. It's
Yes.
beautiful. But I called them and said, I never subscribed for, like, I was trying to be the good person and be like, I didn't
good for
subscribe
you.
for this.
I didn't do that.
Then I started getting 2 a month. And I have this tiny little mailbox. I don't have a house. I have like this tiny little mailbox. And those magazines are
Oh, they're
thick.
thick. Yeah.
2 a month. Once I tried to tell them, I'm not paying for this.
Interesting.
Thank you. Then I started getting 2 a month.
And like print literature is on it's declining,
On the way out.
right?
Yeah.
It's
On the
declining.
way out. Yeah, it sure is.
Interesting that you would get something randomly and I've got something
You
randomly.
got something randomly. GQ.
So here's the weirdest part of the story.
Oh,
So
boy.
we've been getting this for a few months, and I go to the mailbox a couple days ago, and I pull out this magazine, and I'm going to show you the cover.
Okay.
And you can explain to our bestie out there who's in the cover.
I can't see who that is. Oh, it's Brad Pitt. I'm sorry. It was out of
Yes.
focus. Oh, I love him.
Brad Pitt,
Forever,
right?
forever and ever. I love him.
Okay. So Brad Pitt's on the cover. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I usually just throw it on my desk. I don't think anything of it. But I look down at the headline of this. Like, what's the feature article, right? It
Yeah.
says, Brad Pitt opens up his dream world.
Ooh.
So now I'm very intrigued. GQ's
And-
got me reading this article.
Hashtag, what does Brad Pitt dream?
Exactly.
We
And
want to know, GQ. Tell us.
And they go into this in this article. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this article.
Oh my God, I'm so excited right now.
But how random that this ends up randomly in my mailbox. And it's got a dream article about what Brad Pitt dreams. But, I mean, personally, we really want to know. So just like,
yeah.
Can reach out personally. That'd be
Please.
better.
Yeah, I mean, we'll read about
Bradley,
it in GQ.
Braddy.
Braddy will read about it in GQ, but, the personal touches, good. Please send us something direct. Just DM me or something,
So here goes. This article, and I'll put a link in the show notes, of course, but it's Brad Pitt opens up his dream world by the author can't get it right. The author is Otessa Moshfegh. By the way, the images in this magazine article are quite interesting and dreamy and interesting, as a photographer would say.
To buy an episode. Maybe I need to buy this GQ and
I will give it to you when I'm done.
Yes, I want to rip out the pages and hang them on my walls like high school style. That's here. She's flipping.
Speaking.
What is that? A bright yellow jumpsuit?
Yeah.
It is a jumpsuit. And let me tell you, he's pulling it off, my friends. I don't know if anyone else could pull off that look,
bright yellow jumpsuit. I mean, this is like going back to our middle school days. This would be plastered all over my middle school walls in like a heartbeat with Tiger Beat.
And I do want to let Brad know that I am very excited to see Bullet Train. Very excited. And I just talked to my brother about it last night. So we already have plans to go, but that's so weird that we talked about it last night and then you're bringing it up.
Here he is. By the way, that gorgeous yellow jumpsuit he's in is about $7,000.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry.
Does it say what it is? It's okay. I was going to guess $5,000, so it's not too far off.
B&B Plus is the brand. I don't know, but he's gorgeous.
He looks good.
Okay, this is for your own personal.
Fuck me. Really, legit. Fuck me. Wait, stop right there. Oh, mamma mia. These are cool pictures. My God.
Okay, so
not only do I want to know what he dreams, I want to be next to him while he's dreaming it.
Well, here we go. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the circle. And here's what they say. This is how the article starts. Brad Pitt tries to remember his dreams. He keeps a pen and paper next to his bedside table and records everything he can recall when he wakes up in the morning. He is one of us, bestie. He is one of us.
He is.
Brad.
Join
Brad, baby. You're going to love this podcast.
Brad, baby. Love it.
He says, I found that to be really helpful, he says. I'm curious what's going on there when I'm not at the helm.
Oh, wow. I like how he put it, like when he's kind of not in control. I like the way he looks at dreaming.
Or the article goes on to say, for a long time, his sleep had been haunted by a particularly persistent and violent dream. And here it is.
Ooh, okay. Oh, my God.
Okay. This article then goes on to quote what he said about his dream. For a solid 4 or 5 years there, the most predominant dream I would experience would be getting jumped and stabbed. It would always be at night, in the dark, and I would be walking down a sidewalk in a park or along a boardwalk. And as I pass under an exorcist-like street lamp, someone would jump out of the abyss and stab me in the ribs. Or I noticed I was being followed, and then another flanked me, and I realized I was trapped, and they meant me grave harm. Or being chased through a house with a kid I'd help escape, but I got pinned in on the deck and stabbed. Always stabbed. I would wake in terror. I didn't understand why it or they would want to hurt me. They stopped a year or two ago only when I started going straight back to the dream and simply asking why.
That is mind-blowing.
So,
Right?
Right? Everyone dreams. So I think it's incredible that this article came out and we can.
And he took control of it.
So that's the point. He's like, he went back into his dream and is like, why is this happening? And he like took almost like a stance in his dream, almost like a lucid dream, and be like, why? And that's when his dreams stop being this way.
Because as a celebrity, you're out there in the open. You're out there for every criticism in the world. So every paparazzo, what is the singular? Paparazzo that comes after you, every bad review, every just jerk that makes a comment, that's like being stabbed. That's like being attacked. So it's like I'm sure he pushes most of that out of his head by now because he's have to.
Well, I think that's the interesting part of the article is it does address how much he's under the scrutiny of
just the public eye. Yeah.
But so the next part of the article goes in to say the author wrote back a little while later after they met and just like asking what his interpretation of that might mean. And here's a quote from Brad. My interpretation of the stabbing dreams were on the surface about fears, feeling unsafe or completely alone. But underneath it all, they mostly seem to be about buried needs. Those aspects of self that weren't allowed to bloom as a child, like healthy anger, individuality, or especially a voice. He goes on to say, I am a murderer. I am a lover. I have the capacity for great empathy, and I can devolve into pettiness.
He is beyond profound. Beyond profound. Wow. As if I didn't love him enough already. Like,
who doesn't love a little Brad Pitt?
Oh, my heart's fluttering like I'm getting chills. Look. I have.
Oh yeah, no, you've got I'm the like rash. You need a cold towel, Brooke.
I need a cold towel on my neck. Like my face gets flushed, but on my neck and décolletage gets a little flushed. It's good to business.
I think you're right, and part of what you said is also right. Like just the constant attention and attacks. He takes it like a little bit deeper, which is
much deeper.
That like it comes down to childhood issues and fears of like not being able to express your anger or having a voice as a child. Incredible.
He dives right in. It's so deep. It's again just mind blowing. I know I've said it, but like I didn't know any of this coming into the podcast. So you are like I'm hearing this for the first time too, and I'm like, no way. Each word you're saying, I'm like, this guy's even more amazing.
And especially being the fact that this article just came out and he was going through a tumultuous time in his relationship with Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
And custody of kids and such, that he's taking a very introspective look at his unconscious, which we should all do, by the way.
Because it tells us something. It's always telling you something.
What can you learn? What your brain at that point of the night is working as your body is physically sleeping. So what is it trying to tell you?
It's like being vulnerable. Really, it is. Because like he even was saying, like, he didn't say this exactly, but yeah, he shows some real vulnerability. And like he even said earlier, he wants to learn more about when he's not in control. Like he said, not at the helm. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really brave because people are usually scared of what they don't know. And he's kind of diving in, wanting to know what it's all about.
And I just want to see his little dream journal next to his bed. Like, cause I'm sure it's like adorably cute.
I hope
he's probably got like a unicorn
like
on it.
You do.
I hope he does. Brad, can we just like connect and then we'll just exchange pictures and dream journals? Cause that'd be kind of cool.
Like they say, a picture speaks 1,000 words. So, Brad, show us what you're drawing in your dream journal.
Again, hashtag what does Brad Pitt dream? We want to know. Let's get into like some
the nitty
really
gritty.
We got one here, but we really let the podcast know. Let us know.
Let us know.
I'm gonna drop this in the mail for you. By the way, I'm gonna send this.
Please do.
Actually, I'll send it back with my sisters this week.
Oh yeah, please do. So this is very weird, not only because I love Brad Pitt and that story everything about that was amazing, but I was just telling Mindy before we started recording that I heard the most I don't know, amazing, maybe disturbing story my brother just shared with me.
Yeah.
And I had never heard this story, and I don't know how, but he said, it was like that time I got stabbed in St. Louis.
What?
That's what I said. I said, what? And he goes, I never told you that story. I'm
Your
like,
brother didn't tell you he got stabbed?
he's had a lot of stuff in his day, so maybe he just doesn't realize.
Your brother's a very worldly man.
With leaving the country like once. He's very worldly.
Like the Dos Equis man, but if you think of a tattooed Midwestern guy balding with a goatee.
Yeah, just
kind of the same
big,
thing.
Kind of like, he looks scary, but he's not. But
piercings, tattoos.
I was just a little blown away. And like, how do you not tell your sister when you were stabbed? And he was like, well, I told you when I was shot at in Gary. I'm like, yeah, I remember that, but I don't remember.
So we're going to say that one for another one time, but tell me the stabbing story.
So he was there with his friend, and I don't know what
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Okay.
I don't know what the situation was, but he's like, the guy stabbed me with a penknife. I'm like, what is a penknife? He's
Sounds
like, well,
dangerous.
it's like, yeah, I guess he said it's like just like a pen, like shaped like a pen, but then you can like
a blade
hit a button
out?
or something, and a blade comes out. And I'm like, where did you get stabbed?
I want a lipstick knife. I want a thing that looks like a lipstick tube, and then just a knife slides out.
That sounds awesome. I've heard of a lipstick tube for other things. It's like when you just got to have a mini vibrator in your purse for whatever you need.
Okay, I'm going one way, you're going the other. I'm just thinking like stabbing people, and you're thinking of getting jolly. So,
well, long story short, my brother was stabbed in the stomach. I never knew, and he said next time I see him, he'll show me the scar.
But wait.
There.
So how did it happen? What's the breakdown of the story?
We were literally coming in to record, and I was like, oh my God, how have I never heard this? So I need more details. I need to get the details, and I will come back next week with more to the story.
Please. I would love to know.
Because I always heard he once got stabbed.
But you never knew that.
By a pimp with an icicle.
The stories...
I knew that story.
The stories never cease with Brett Eldhouse.
Right? I never knew that he actually got stabbed in the stomach with a penknife.
Okay, well.
I just thought it was so funny because you were just talking about the stabbing dreams with Brad Pitt. And I'm like,
yeah.
Not even an hour ago, I was hearing this stabbing story for the first time about my brother.
This Brad Pitt, I'm going to drop this magazine into or actually, I'm going to give it to my sisters this weekend because I'm going to see my sisters. I'm going to give you the Bella Bad Dick copy of GQ.
That is worth $1 million.
I'm sending it to you.
What are you doing this weekend? Why are you seeing your sisters?
So we are big Buffett fans, and so we're going to see Jimmy Buffett in Wisconsin.
Ooh.
But let me give you a little bit of backstory about this, and more than half of you will tune out. Although one of our besties out there is actually coming with us, Karen.
So. Woo! That's fun. We're very happy and proud for their contributions.
I grew up listening to the music of Jimmy Buffett. So being in the Midwest, landlocked in Iowa, there's nothing you dream of more than the ocean and the beach. And so my parents, the young hippies they were, totally loved the idea of Buffett and oceans and wonderful times. So we grew up listening to Jimmy Buffett.
I love that explanation. Oceans and wonderful times.
I went to my first Buffett concert in like 2003. And
okay.
But I've been listening to him my whole life. So it's a family thing. It's a family tradition. But one year my sister decided to dress up as a flamingo. And if you haven't been to a Buffett concert, it is literally a bunch of white people, middle-aged mostly, that like island music, drunk, that dress up in costumes like sharks and pirates and mermaids and anything ocean-related. So
I don't see anything bad about this.
No, it's not bad. So my sister dressed up as a flamingo, and she got so much attention the next year. My three sisters and I, the four of us, dressed up as flamingos, and hence started the Flamingo Sister.
Woo! It's a legacy.
Part of Buffett. And so every year we dress up like flamingos. We go to the concert. Pink feathers. Like I'm going to post obviously a picture on Instagram this weekend when we go so you can see the insanity of what we are.
The Flamingo Sisters in full effect.
In full effect. And so we're going to the concert. I'm expecting to have a good time. I
hope so. I hope that's what you expect.
Wisconsin, Buffett.
Is it Alpine Valley?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you...
Again, do you want to go? Because what are you doing Saturday? You want to sleep in my car with me?
I'll sleep in your car with you. I'll make sure.
What are you doing Saturday? Do you want to go? Do you have anything going on Saturday? You should come with me. You can drive with them and you can come meet me.
You won't even believe what I might be doing this weekend.
Not a Buffett concert.
Camping?
No. This is way better. Sleeping in my car
I'm
is way
sure
better
it's
than camping.
way better. You know I'm not a camper. Oh, I'm a little nervous about it. I've managed to camp for 12 hours without calling someone to come pick me up.
Okay.
So this weekend should be interesting. I'll have to update everyone on whether I made it through the 2 nights.
Where are you camping?
Backbone State Park, which I've never even heard of, but apparently it's not really that far from Dubuque, where we're from.
Okay, yes, I've heard of it. So you're going to go camping at a state park.
You see how excited I am?
I can see a grimace on your face about camping.
I'm going to do it, but since I only made it the 12 hours last time and had to call Chad to come pick me
You're
up.
going to go for 14? Who are you camping
I'm going with Chad this time.
Okay.
So maybe it'll be okay because I had to call him last time to pick me up. But if he's with me, maybe then I won't lose my shoes in the river and I won't have to walk on rocks and I won't. Do you hear my toilet, Mindy?
It's gurgling. You're possessed.
Did
toilet.
I tell you how I heard the 3 knocks and then on my wall and now the toilet's and now it's done. And I said the other day, this is very Brad Pitt. I said, you're not welcome here. Because I feel something, not negative, but I still said, you're not welcome here.
Okay. So you're telling your toilet noises they're not welcome in Europe.
I think my apartment's haunted.
I know it is.
I'm telling the spirit, you're not welcome here. Even though I don't feel it's malicious, I hear it knocking. It makes my toilet make a noise. Mindy just heard it. It's not like it's running. It goes for like a couple seconds and that's done. I've heard other knockings throughout the apartment. Again, don't feel uncomfortable, but I still don't want to open myself up to anything. What if what if it's bad and it's trying to like ease its way in? I said, you're not welcome here.
Not welcome.
But they're not listening because they just made the toilet do the thing.
At least they're not like evil spirits. You're fine.
No, not bad. Not bad. But I just don't need any of that.
No.
Around me right
now. I'm going to a concert. You're doing some camping. So that's very interesting. We're going to have a really good update next week.
You're going to have a great time and have an amazing update.
And so are you. You're going to love nature.
Have an update.
You're going to love nature. You're going to be one with the nature and just take it all in. The bugs, the heat, the sweat,
the heat. I can't.
Non-bathroom situation. You got this.
Wait, there's no bathroom. Where do you go?
No, there's probably a pit, which means like
a pit.
It just means like a bathroom, a hut that has a pit that goes somewhere,
like a squatter toilet.
Sure, but like some they have like toilet seats. It's not like we live in the Middle Ages here, Brooke.
Okay,
there's probably something you sit on, but it just goes down into the abyss. You'll be fine.
So it's kind of like a fancy porta potty.
And just bring shoes to wear in the shower. Are you tent camping?
I don't know.
How do you not know this? You're going this weekend and you're like, I agree. That's very trusting of your boyfriend.
Because I don't want to know the details. I don't want to know the details.
But you're a planner. Don't you want to know what you have to bring and not bring?
I am a planner, but that's why I don't want to know what's going on in this specific situation because I'll be rolling up with a full-size suitcase. And I know that's not allowed in camping. You can't bring your suitcase. Because I would have
It's
chargers, iPads, phones. I would have a morning outfit, an afternoon outfit, an evening outfit, all different shoes.
you might need it because you're gonna like sweat through each
Oh,
outfit. So
this sounds horrible.
here's what we're promising your bestie. We're gonna post
yes.
some pictures on Instagram this weekend. So like our Instagram, it's @Rumelations. You'll find us. Just search for us. Make sure you follow our weekend escapades.
Escapades has to be the best word.
Okay.
I don't know what else to call them.
Okay. Well, it doesn't happen often we forget the end of the episode.
Not very, as in never.
As in never, but we logged off and Brooks texted me. We forgot to say our sign-off, our signature sign-off.
Our most important thing.
Do you want to do the thank you?
Oh my gosh. Tiffany and Faith, thank you so much for submitting your dreams. We had an amazing time with those tonight.
Next week, we're back again with some more catnaps and one of my incredible dreams for this week, bestie.
Ooh.
So until next week,
Sweet
dreams, bitches.